They say dying is peaceful. They lied. I remember the knife sliding between my ribs, the sound it made, wet and close, like cutting ripe fruit. I remember her perfume, white jasmine. She was always careful with it, precise. Even that night, standing on the bridge, her voice steady as she asked, "He dead?" Her lover's laugh echoed off the concrete. 7 holes he's done. I sank with my eyes open, watching the light ripple above me, feeling the water fill each wound with its quiet burn. I thought of my kids, their small hands, the company I built, the home she redecorated to erase me. When they left, I waited. I let the current take me, downstream, away from their laughter. My body moved, my mind didn't. MOSSAD training teaches you to slow your pulse, reduce oxygen, make the world believe you're gone. They thought I was finished. They never learned the rule, never assume death until you see the eyes close. I surfaced 2 miles down, crawled out covered in mud and blood. My reflection in the river looked like a ghost. For a moment, I believed I was one. Then I remembered, ghosts can't hold grudges, and I had a very sharp one. Before the knives, there were whispers. Her phone always turned face down, passwords changed, late meetings, new jewelry I hadn't bought. The slow corrosion of small lies. She'd sit across from me at dinner, talking about the board, about the expansion, about our future. But her eyes looked past me, like I was already fading. Then came the business partner, charming, political, with the smile of a man who's never been told no. I shook his hand once at a fundraiser, soft grip, polished nails, the kind of man who looks at another man's wife too long because he's already decided she's his. I started watching patterns, phone calls between midnight and 2, bank transfers, small, frequent, routed through shell accounts. She didn't just want me gone, she wanted everything that bore my name. It was slow poison, emotional dissection, one calculated incision at a time. And I let her, because part of me needed to see how far she'd go. I didn't shout, didn't confront, I observed. When you've spent years extracting truth from men who swore they didn't have any, you learn patience. You wait for the slip, the careless word, the misplaced text. She booked a trip to Monaco. I traced it to Belize, offshore holdings under her lever's Shell Corporation. She used my company's funds. Clever, almost admirable. So I mirrored her game. A secondary account, hidden under an alias that doesn't officially exist. I began draining small amounts from her hidden reserves, transferring them into a trust, our children's. I kept digital evidence of every lie, every forged document, every whispered deal. All while she smiled at me over breakfast. "You should travel more," she said. Soon, I told her. The night they stabbed me, I had already deleted my presence from every system, financial, legal, personal. On paper, I didn't exist. The perfect corpse. They just helped make it convincing. 3 days after the river, she stood on stage at the memorial. Black dress, perfect grief, cameras flashing, her hand gripping his arm like a trophy. I watched from the back row, unrecognizable beneath the burn of salt and scar. She gave a eulogy about love, loyalty, legacy. Every word cost her nothing. Every tear was an investment. That night, she returned home to find the house dark, her laptop open, files looping on the screen, recordings, transfers, photographs, every secret laid bare. Her lover's voice in stereo. "Once he's gone, we move it all under my name." I didn't speak when she gasped, just stepped from the shadows, her face drained of everything human. "You're dead," she whispered. I smiled. Not yet. By morning, the company's board received the evidence. Her accounts were frozen, his career obliterated. Fraud, conspiracy, embezzlement. The press tore them apart before the courts could. I didn't need to touch them. The truth did it for me. She called once, left a voicemail. Her voice cracked. Please, I didn't mean for it to go that far. I deleted it halfway through. I live quiet now. No headlines, no revenge speeches, just silence. The kind earned, not given. Sometimes I walk by the river, watch the water move the same way it did that night. Cold, relentless. People think survival is about strength. It's not. It's about patience. Knowing when to disappear. When to become the ghost they can't forget. I buried my name that night, and the man who surfaced wasn't looking for love. He was looking for closure.